Hey everyone, it's Lana from Sage and Sound, day 4 of the Perfectionism Challenge. So to follow up on the challenge from yesterday, which was about balance and being able to follow through even when you're doing things imperfectly, I thought I'd give you an update on my story and my imperfect chocolate slice and giving it to my friend. So I was able to give it to her. So I showed up, I was imperfect, and I guess something that's really important in that story as well is I had to really resist, and I didn't quite fully succeed, in not apologizing for it not being perfect. So I did apologize a little bit, but didn't go on about it. So I'm going to count that as a win. But that is another way that we aim to be perfect, and that we kind of keep that inner critic going, is when we might be able to show up imperfectly, but we're just apologizing to other people. You don't actually need to apologize for not being perfect. It's okay, but it can feel really, really scary to do. And that idea of not apologizing, not explaining yourself, leads perfectly into the day 4 challenge. Because it's a Friday, it's going into the weekend. This is a challenge that you can do Friday or Saturday or Sunday, and the challenge is to change the way you dress. So if you're normally a casual dresser, to dress up, be more fashionable, put on a suit when you're going to work. And if you're someone who is used to really taking care of their appearance and looking really quite good, then it's the idea of leaving things undone. We're going to dress more casually when we're going to work, or if we're going out to a barbecue. We normally look quite nice on the weekend. We're just going to allow ourselves to wear a t-shirt and thongs to see what happens. So this is challenging in a few different ways. It's going to make you feel vulnerable, is the important part of that, and it might also bring up for you a lot of fear. But it's a great challenge to do, because something that's really important in terms of perfectionism is figuring out, well, what's the worst that could happen if this doesn't go to plan? And with the clothes we wear, nothing really bad is going to happen. As long as you've got some clothes on, you're not going to be arrested. And most of our fear is going to come from what other people might say to us or about us, and us being able to challenge that unhelpful thinking pattern. We're not mind readers, and we're not psychics. We don't actually know what's going to happen. So the idea is you pick one of those 3 days, whatever's going to sort of make the most sense for you, and you put on these clothes that are significantly different from what you normally wear, and then you show up somewhere socially. So work is fine, or if you've got something on the weekend, even just around your house do, if you're living with your family and they're used to seeing you a certain way. So you put on different clothes, and you don't apologize for it, and you don't explain about it. You just say, I just felt like doing something different. And then you show up and you see what happens. Do your worst fears come true? It'll feel uncomfortable for you, but what most people learn out of a challenge like this is that other people just don't really care too much about what we're doing with our lives. So we all have this tendency to think that everyone thinks about us as much as we do, but it's not true. I think about myself the most, you think about yourself the most, and every other single person on this planet is doing the same. So nobody else is scrutinizing you to the same level as you are. No one else is with you 24/7. So challenges like this show us that it's actually okay to be imperfect. It's okay to let go sometimes, because other people just aren't that invested in what we're doing. That the main person who stops us from being that way is actually ourselves, and the things we tell ourselves in our heads. So that's your challenge, to go out today, tomorrow, or Sunday wearing something significantly different, and to not apologize or explain for it, and just show up and see what happens. And I'll see you again on Monday with a new challenge. Take care. Bye.